smoke it out. Bump this record for some clout. Get intoxicated, drink a large amount. Roll that ounce, smoke it out. Bump this record for some clout. Get intoxicated, drink a large amount. I'm your papi, I am guapo, I'm the man. Yo, welcome back to Legendary Nothing Less Tuesdays. On this episode, I'm gonna talk to you guys about how I created the music video for Papi Nova. So first things first, I had a lot of different ideas for Papi Nova, and originally started like the video was gonna be in Scotland. I was gonna wear a kilt and everything. I was gonna do a performance in Scotland, and then as I was leaving out of the doorway, it would have been the doorway of a jet. And then from there, I was gonna go to a penthouse in New York City, and all that shit got scrambled up because the place that I was looking at for the penthouse, let's start with that. The place I was looking at for the penthouse, it was basically gonna run me about $4 grand or something like that. But that shit was so fire, I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna have to figure it out. But you know, that shit was all smoke and mirrors. The dude was basically false advertised it. And he was like, oh, well, it's the weekend, so it's this price. And that price ended up getting to $15,000. Not happening, fam. So I scrapped that penthouse, and then I just went looking for different places where I could kind of do the party scene for it. And I think even before that, actually, when the song first came out, my buddy Dan said he wanted to direct the video, and we were doing it like, we're going to do like a backyard party type thing. And then it changed from that to like me doing the Scotland thing. And then it changed from that. And then because the pandemic happened. So the pandemic really fucking shut everything down. And then it was to be honest, it kind of got blurry because I couldn't even figure out what I wanted to do with it at that point. And I wish I did figure it out sooner because I felt like I did wait a while past the time that the record was out. But you know, I feel like everything is what it's supposed to be. So then I ended up, my brother contacted me and he's like, yo, you got to see this. I'm going to send you a picture. And it was this gold Papi bottle. So he sends me, and it's not my brand, you know what I mean? It just ended up being a thing that he happened to see in the store, and it was kind of like this new wine or whatever. So when he sees the bottle, he's telling the guy in the store, like, yeah, I'm gonna send this to my brother because he's doing a music video. And the owner of the store, whose name is also Dan, realized who I was. And then he said, you can shoot part of the video in my store. So then that kind of helped me piece together the way I was gonna do the video, because then I was like, okay, I can have it all starting like I'm going to get these Papi bottles for Papi Nova, you know? So, you know, we get the bottles in the liquor store, and it's crazy too because a lot of videos, I know y'all get to see the videos and it looks like probably what was planned, but a lot of shit just happens off the cusp, like it's not necessarily planned. Or the people who was in the store, the extra shoppers, my boy, my wife was behind the bar, I said behind the bar, behind the register. Ty, my boy Ty, he's in Virginia, I'm pretty sure. He lives in Virginia now. He just happened to be in Long Island. We were shooting at Long Island. He just happened to be in Long Island. And I called him. I'm like, yo, pull up. He pulled up, and he just did the scene right there, you know, in the front. You know, and it's just crazy. And Black Canvas came, and he was directing also. Black Canvas directed Too Late, and he also directed Who Is This? He came and helped a lot and guided a lot for that music video shoot. Now that C-Class I rented, and then my boy Frank held it down. Listen, I fucking love this old man, and he is an older man, so you know, but I will wipe his fucking ass, and that's the truth. That's how much I love him. Like I genuinely appreciate him and have a care for him. He bought out his 2020 Corvette for me to use in the video. I wasn't driving it as fast as it looked like I was driving it, but you know, you gotta speed that shit up. But man, it was nice. It was fucking nice. And you know what? My thick old ass in that little old car, maybe once I'm done with this weight loss journey, I'll fit a little better. But it was definitely a cool experience. Like, I think out of all of the music videos I have done so far, like, that was a lot going on in that video, and
Just piecing all of it together was crazy. Like I'm very okay with what the video is. Like I love what the video came out to be. So in that aspect, I'm okay that it took so long to create it. After we did the liquor scene, right? Now the crazy part is, right? Oh, I'm gonna tell you one of the crazy fucking things we did. There's some shots where you guys see the cars, like we're going back and forth between the cars. And Dan was driving his pickup truck, and Black Canvas is in the back of the pickup truck, literally with the camera like this, in the middle lane, and we on the outside lanes, and he's swinging it back and forth, swinging it. So we was doing some crazy shit. I remember Black Canvas was like, he didn't know if he wanted to fly his drone over there. He was like, yo, I don't know. Like, I was like, yo, bro, if your shit breaks, I'll give you mine. Like, I was just very dedicated to getting it all, you know? And we actually waited for like 2 or 3 hours that night when we were doing the car scenes because it started raining. So then we had to like wipe all the cars down once it stopped raining. And my buddy Frank was out there. He was definitely getting aggravated because it was taking so long. But he stayed, and we made it happen. So that was dope. And on from there, I was trying to find so many different places to rent a space. But, you know, with COVID going on, everywhere kept saying no, or maximum of 10 people. I needed at least 30 to 40 people for the shoot. So that really kind of slammed on everything. And then I remember It's Biscuit inviting me to this studio a month before, which is Social Media House. I had never been there yet. So now I go, boom, Social Media House. I hit up Shavi, or I hit up It's Biscuit. He tells me to hit Marky. Him and Shavi run Social Media House. So I got in touch. They took care of me. They gave me a decent price. And then from there, we just kind of had a room. So I was like, all right, we got a room now, but it kind of wasn't like that. The penthouse was already dressed. So you got to dress the set. So my brother reached out, found, had a guy that he knew who had furniture and things like that. And then we dressed the set. You see me and Ken Starr sitting in that seat. The seat that we're sitting in with the 2 girls around us. I bought so much balloons and stuff like that to just kind of bring a festive feel to it. The poppy bottles, and then we had like lights, and we kind of put the lights around to kind of glow up, you know what I mean, and kind of create like a little Miami Vice type feel with the pink and blues. And then what else did we do from there? I think so. We did like the pink and blues, like with the colors and stuff like that. And then we had a bar. We had the bar. We like made the bar look a little festive looking. But now the thing was that kind of like whoa, all right, what we gonna do now is I had like 40 people coming, and then it was like 15 people there. So which was like a big and then, you know, we had to scramble. And I feel like in a lot of my music videos, we end up scrambling because something always goes wrong. Nothing's perfect, and I'm kind of getting used to that. Like when shit goes wrong, I just go, all right, cool, whatever. Then we're just gonna have to do this, you know, option B or option C, or we just not gonna be able to do that. We're gonna have to cut this out, and not be so hurt or annoyed or angered by it. Now, another thing that came off the cusp, like this was never planned for the music video at all. At some point, Dan tells me, hey, pop your head up. Just keep popping up. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, all right, I guess I'll pop my head up. And man, that shit made that second verse, you know, that popping up. It just added, it made it more entertaining with the room not being as full. And I definitely feel like that was something that saved the video. There was so many things. The other night, I was at an event, and a guy watched the Poppy Nova video, and as soon as the scene hit, you know, from the transition from when I actually get to the party, when we've raced to the party, and Ashley's there. Now the thing is, Ashley was there because she was the girl from Who Is This who I couldn't get with. So I kind of carried over. And it was the Pootie Tang scene. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Pootie Tang, but the girl's screaming all crazy for him. We didn't have that many time to get takes to make it perfect, so we just had to take what we could get. She was pressed for time. But aside from that, Ken Stars came out. Always good business, always good people. Mark, Rose, they always show me love. So, you know, shout out to them. They definitely, man, let me tell you something. Between Ra and Ken, I couldn't stop laughing. Some of the times when he was coming over, like the first time when he said, "Oh, this is the voice of an angel," I was fucking done. Like that shit, like I was done. So with those two, because I think Ra is really a clown. Like if y'all watch, Ra's kind of been through a lot of my music videos. Like he was in Too Late. He's in This Real. So he does a lot of role playing in my music videos. And when they had that dance battle, actually, believe it or not, you kind of see Ken do this, right? Like, you know what it is, baby? Because the music was supposed to stop again, but we didn't want to keep stopping the music so many times throughout the music video. But they were supposed to have a when that actually stopped, everybody was supposed to go, Ken, 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 Ken. And he goes, you know what it is, baby? And then Rod comes back in, and now they start dance battling. But we kind of cut, you know, the audio out from that because it was like, all right, this shit's gonna drag. The you know, the liquor store scene was already long enough. And also the reason why the music video starts with that skit is because Ken Stars did a skit for me that kind of kicked Papi Nova off. It really just started getting there in rotation. So yeah, I thought that was really dope. And to me, I mean, one of the best shots that I think I have from all of the music videos that I've done is 200% the part of the music video where we have Nova on the table and the camera just spins and goes through the O and then the bottles pop. Bruh, that shot right there is probably my favorite shot of all time thus far. And of course, the best scene of all of the scenes of every motherfucking music video I've ever done was when I disappear at the end of that video. That shit was fire. That, like, when I first seen that shit for the first time, my jaw was dropped. I was like, yo, this shit looks crazy. You know, I do some editing myself. I ain't that good yet. In time, I'm sure I will be. But man, that was dope. The whole Papi Nova experience itself was a dope. I got a lot of help, I have to say, with that video. I've probably got some of the most help that I could get. Everybody, you know, thank you to everybody who came through. My family held it down. My boy Mem, Ra, Knowledge, Amy, Black Canvas, Ken, Rose. You know, I ain't gonna fucking roll credits on y'all. I'm sorry if I didn't say anybody's name, but you know, I appreciated everybody who came out and made the Papi Nova music video happen. And Frank actually came back out at the end of that video because we needed to do the scene where I pulled the car in for the transition. So he actually came back and bought his Corvette out for that, man. And yeah, man, the making of Papi Nova was definitely, it was dope to actually get it to the screen, you know what I mean? Because after you write the song, I try to write my stuff pretty visually, so it makes it easier for me to create the video. But Papi Nova was different for me. It was like a whole different style of music than I had actually ever created. So it was definitely a thing to try to create it. But it was cool. I enjoyed every moment of it, to be honest. I didn't dress myself either in this video. My brother picked all my clothes out, and I have to say he did well on that. Outfits was fly. Outfits was fire. Yeah. But that's the end of this episode. I love y'all. If you subscribe, And if you ain't subscribed, I hope you shit on yourself. I hope you shit on yourself. In public.